This episode of FineScale Modeler's new product rundown features Bronco's latest Buffalo MPCV, Merit's USS Yorktown, ICM's Twin Beech, and Aoshima's Patriot launcher.
Hi, and welcome to FineScale Modeler's new product rundown. I'm Aaron Skinner.
And I'm Tim Kidwell. Our show is packed today. Let's start off with a kit that is not for the faint of heart.
Especially if boxes full of small parts cause you grief. The instructions describe Bronco's 1/35th scale Buffalo MPCV as a precision molded plastic kit with exceptionally fine detail.
Now, they aren't lying. We reviewed this kit back in September of 2012. It has 758 parts.
Adding the bar and spaced armor as well as the remote turret takes the part count north of 1,100.
The truck itself includes everything but the engine. Detailed suspension,
Drivetrain,
V-shaped lower hull,
interior with driver controls,
troop seating,
and stowage.
The remote weapon system can be fitted with M250 caliber or M240 Bravo 7.62mm machine guns. The internal controls for the weapons system are here too.
The so-called interrogation arm is designed to be movable with careful gluing.
Adding the new armor starts with installing spaced blocks to protect the crew cab. The kit includes finely molded brackets to mount the units.
Speaking of terrific moldings, check out the slat armor panels. These are the best I've seen in plastic.
Mounting them will no doubt be challenging, but the finished thing should look the part.
Like something out of the Road Warrior. Aiding the otherworldly appearance, you can add different styles of spotlights to the armor.
A large photo-etched brass fret provides engine louvers, skid plates, spotlight brackets, and more.
A small decal sheet includes stencils and placards, but no markings for a generic sand-colored Buffalo.
As we said from the start, this isn't a model for beginners. However, with some care and patience, you're going to be rewarded with a very unique looking vehicle.
The first carrier, named USS Yorktown CV-5, had a short, dramatic career.
Commissioned in 1937, it was in Norfolk when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor.
From there, it steamed into the Pacific, where its air wing was involved in operations in American Samoa, New Guinea, and the Battle of the Coral Sea.
In June of 1942, off of Midway, after Dauntlesses from the Yorktown sank the Japanese carrier Soryu, the Yorktown itself was badly damaged.
Any hope of salvage was ended by 2 torpedoes from a Japanese sub.
With such a colorful career, it's, I guess, odd that we haven't seen a model of this carrier in 1/350th scale until now.
Merit International's all-new model looks terrific in the box, starting with the one-piece hull marked by strakes, portholes, and plate detail.
One of the things that sets this model apart is the hangar deck detail.
Merit provides walls and internal walkways, hatches, and ladders.
There are even overhead structural elements, a feature carried through to the underside of the flight deck overhangs fore and aft.
The detailed hangar will be visible if you choose to leave some or all of the doors open.
The aircraft elevators are separate and can probably be posed lowered with minor modification.
The first-rate molding is especially visible on things like anti-aircraft guns, rafts, boats, and masts.
4 photo-etched metal frets supply railings, cranes, footrails, ladders, and more.
There is chain for the anchor and a stand. And let's not forget aircraft.
You get 15 clear plastic planes, 5 each of TBD-1 Devastators, SBD-3 Dauntlesses, and F4F4 Wildcats as carried at the Battle of Midway.
They have separate landing gear, props, and canopies. The wings on the Wildcats and Devastators can be posed folded.
Decals provide deck stripes, numbers, flags, and national insignia and numbers for the air group. Painting instructions show the carrier in its final Measure 12 camouflage.
This is a lot of model, and it's about time too. Maybe we'll see the much-desired CV6 Enterprise from Merit as well.
Speaking of about time, our third kit today is ICM's 1/48th scale C-45.
That's the military version of Beechcraft's Model 18, also known as the Twin Beech.
More than 9,000 of these transports were built between 1937 and 1970.
That includes about 1,100 C-45F 7-passenger military transports built during World War II.
With such high production numbers and so many still flying, it's hard to figure out why this is the first 1/48th scale model of this aircraft in production.
But it looks like it's been worth the wait. The warm gray parts are beautiful with fine engraved panel lines.
The fuselage halves include open windows and the cabin door. Watch out for the antennas during construction.
The wings are full span upper and lower halves, including the cabin floor, which makes for a sturdy airframe.
The cabin includes 4-part passenger seats, 5-part pilot seats, controls, pedals, wing spar, and bulkheads.
The instrument panel is a little plain and will benefit from careful painting or dial decals.
The engines and landing gear bays look good with lots of well-molded details.
The ailerons are separate, but the rest of the control surfaces are molded in place. This is a nice looking kit of one of my favorite little transports. I'm curious to see if ICM plans to do other versions. Finally, we have a big vehicle in small scale, Aoshima's 1/72nd scale PAC-3 Patriot launcher.
Now this is the system as used by the Japanese Air Self-Defense Force, towed by a Fuso 6x6 truck.
Now don't dismiss this based on the small size. There's a lot of detail here. The truck includes chassis, suspension, and engine. Molding is very sharp.
In the cab are seats and controls. It can be propped forward as if the engine is being serviced. Clear parts provide windows and lights.
The launcher has 16 missiles in 4 canisters. The whole thing can be made to rotate and elevate.
Optional stowed or extended outriggers accommodate different display options. There's even an option to show a missile leaving a tube at launch.
Vinyl tubing is provided for hydraulic lines between the truck and trailer, as well as wiring to the launch tubes.
A small decal sheet provides stencils for the missile launcher and truck, as well as serial numbers for a single vehicle.
This is a really interesting looking kit with a lot of neat options. Look for reviews of the C-45 and Yorktown in upcoming issues of FineScale Modeler magazine.
And you can see these and other new products in the March issue on sale now.
Thanks for visiting FineScale.com. I'm Aaron Skinner.
And I'm Tim Kidwell. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
As we said at the start, this isn't... This isn't
this isn't a kit that you want to pack on.